Kahalanimla, Yahaba Shemi Shah, Bashar Kakodash, double on Instagram and apostles, Thali Shah for the strength of the Lord to be this video as well. And Shalom what's more. This is the part 3 to the other 2 videos. Esau will sell the chip with full eyesight. So of course eyesight being one of the ways of which she would use in order to entice people to take the chip. But yeah, let me get this precept. Continue on with that video. Psalm 64 verse 6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So of course Esau was very meticulous when it comes to him doing his research, searching out for things, discovering things, especially when it comes to the mind as well. Esau's going to do all sorts of things, and he's going to go further. He will want to keep going to the point where he can then manipulate your body. As there was another video where I made of, I played the upgrade trailer, which is where a guy who was quadriplegic, which is some kind of a paralysis type disability, he went to a company, and then the company inserted a chip surgically to his spine, and then he was eventually, I'm pretty much spoiling it, but I've seen some clips. I haven't even watched the movie, but I've seen some clips. But from the looks of it, the company allowed him to control the chip for a certain time, but eventually he was the asset. He was the tool to be used by the company. So therefore, he wasn't in control anymore. That's the same way, as Esau's searching out for things. He will use that knowledge against those of whom he implants the chip, that Neuralink chip. So let me play that. Let's see what's up.
Cortex, that gives them 32,000 electrodes to deliver visual information to your brain. And with that increased bandwidth, the images that they can create will be much sharper compared to the images from the 100 channel Utah arrays in use currently. The other big innovation with Neuralink's technology is that all of this can be done wirelessly. With previous brain-computer interfaces, you would need to plug in a wire into your skull to get connected to the system. This obviously limits its use cases, but since Neuralink's technology can all be used wirelessly and will probably be paired with regular looking glasses and the smartphone in your pocket, you could be out and about in the world with a fully functioning brain implant and no one would even notice. It'll basically be invisible. Here's a demonstration that the Neuralink team shared of a monkey charging their N1 chip wirelessly. You can see that they've installed a charger into a tree branch here, and when the monkey sits below the coil, it starts delivering a current to the N1 chip, allowing the battery to charge. Okay, so we have thin flexible wires and a small N1 chip that can deliver lots of data wirelessly, allowing it to be invisible to those around you. The next innovation that distinguishes Neuralink is their surgical robot. The Neuralink team showed off a live demonstration of their R1 surgical robot in action at their show and tell event. Now, remember when we talked about that retinal topic map and how visual information is organized in our brains? In order for Neuralink engineers to recreate accurate images of the world around us, they need to make sure that their electrode tips are inserted exactly where they want in our visual cortex. This requires precision to fractions of a millimeter. So they invented the R1 robot, which has the ability to grasp and precisely insert these electrode tips into a human brain while also dodging important blood vessels, even if that human's brain is moving slightly from their breathing. And here's the R1 robot in action. Tips into a human brain while also dodging important blood vessels, even if that human's brain is moving slightly from their breathing. And here's the R1 robot in action.
Not even that alone, just having the surgery alone, there's going to be multiple accidents that are going to be reported based on this. They're probably going to try to hide it, maybe they reveal some, just to, I guess for the news sake. But really, considering it's for Esau's system, B system, they're going to try and hinder whatever accidents would have happened. They're going to try and reduce it as much as possible. So, you know, they're using a robot. That's what they're saying. You know, precision and whatnot. Though, you know, a lot of things can happen even with a precise robot, man. The most I can make it malfunction. It could damage a certain blood vessel, which they say they don't intend to do it. But the most I can make the robot do that, and then make it look like a malfunction, man. So of course, the most he could do anything to pretty much, it could be as judgment for the individual as well. So yeah, man, these times, Esau Eden, man, you gotta be very cautious with what he's planning here, man. We know overall is the chip, you know, putting people's brains, hands, you know, arms. But overall, there's also deeper intentions, you know, as I read in Psalm 64 verse 6. The heart is deep. Psalm 64 verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of them, of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So of course, Esau can be quite meticulous when it comes to his agenda. He wants to know everything. So that's why we have to be very cautious here. Actually, let me get this one first. Jeremiah 49 verse 16. Jeremiah 49 verse 16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. So of course Esau, having his diligent search, having his knowledge for science and understanding of how, you know, certain things work in the body biologically, you know, that brain interface that is creating right now, you know, Elon Musk. The thing is, all that would then help to puff up the pride within him. And therefore the Most High will eventually bring him down, you know, as the scriptures say, pride cometh before destruction. Pride, destruction. Yeah. Proverbs 16 verse 18, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So that's Esau right there. I'm going to bring out this final precept, and I'll let the video play. You're edified. Matthew 10 verse 16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Because of course, as we are entering this time where Elon Musk is going to start obviously having his human trials and all that, installing his Neuralink chip, you know, there's going to be those other companies are going to bring in more chips as well, you know, for the hand or whatnot. You know, the way Amazon got that wave a palm feature. All it takes is a certain narrative to be shown on the news, which would then persuade people to then take the chip in their hand, man, you know, to scan their hand for shopping and whatnot. And then, you know, multiple uses would then be there, like the chip storing your ID, medical records, your keys to the house, keys to the car. They're gonna try and integrate the body into the system, and hence why, you know, that 5G, 6G telecommunication network is being set up as well. So that's that point. Then let me let the video play. But yeah, Yaratazar, you're edified, and let me just let the video play, and then Yaratazar, you know, you're edified there.
There you go. That's the first insertion.